Hi, friends. We are about to record the first episode of the HoMade podcast. I'm Siouxsie Q, and my co-host and partner in crimes, Michael Vegas, will be on in a second. Thanks for joining us.
Good to sit.
I sit when I want to sit, which is now.
And you still need to use it.
I know, I just need to adjust.
Yeah. Lots of cameras in the house. COVID.
Really? It's the first time? COVID-19?
We that late to the party? It's a COVID party. Right.
Your glasses are almost jealous.
Everyone should be.
How sexual are you? Very sudden. Asking for it.
Totally asking for it.
Slut. Remember to watch your curse words. This is for YouTube and posting.
Watch your words.
You should use the Queen's English.
I'm ready.
And the Queen, I mean our dog, Callie.
Yes.
Snooker Murdog.
She watches this all.
Yes. You ready?
I'm super ready.
I'm excited. Time. We need will you get out your guitar and play the theme song really quick? It just has to be original and made up on the spot right now. So I'm sure it'll be great.
So much pressure. Wow.
This is my king. Yeah. It's a HoMade podcast with Michael Vegas and Siouxsie Q. It's a COVID-19 lockdown. We're coming live straight to you, HoMade. It's pretty good.
I liked it.
I feel like it can be improved upon next time. I think we should just like.
Welcome to the HoMade podcast. Welcome to the HoMade podcast. Welcome to the HoMade podcast. Siouxsie Q and your guest, Michael Vegas. That way it's repeatable.
Right.
So we just end on. So like, we'll pretend I have a different person's name, so you sing it this time.
I don't think there's gonna be a different person here for a while though. You're being
I'll be
very
different
optimistic. Okay, yeah.
I'll be different.
How many? Do you have characters that
I don't
live
think
inside
any of
you?
them have names.
You've got this. What about this guy? The guy that comes to AVN. That's
Yeah.
kind of attached. He's not attached to those glasses though. You'd have to put on different glasses. It's for another show.
He's more attached to the tracksuit.
Yes, he's very attached to the tracksuit. Anyway, we are here. This is officially a pod with a car driving by. We're not going to edit this that much. Anytime the car you hear noise disturbance, just try to put the
Welcome to the HoMade podcast. Welcome to the HoMade podcast with your host, Siouxsie Q,
It's really a
and
hit.
your guest.
You're just a guest? You're not going to commit to like being.
I'm just practicing for I'm feeling some expansion here.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's cool. There's lots of guests I can have. There's Callie, there's Fontaine, there's Cosette.
Welcome to the HoMade podcast. Welcome to the HoMade podcast with your host, Siouxsie Q, Michael Vegas. But here's your guest, Fontaine.
Yeah, see, that's better. Fontaine. She's sleeping right now, or I would bring her on. I'm like very adamantly against the exploitation of animals for entertainment, or our entire entertainment media company would be based around the animals if we didn't have that boundary. I feel like because our animals are incredible. Our cat does 2 tricks. Your dog does a million tricks. She's capable of literally learning anything. I think she knows how to read a little bit already, like the rats of Nim discussed earlier in the 18 and up smoking section part of the podcast. Subscribe to us on Patreon for that. What's up? We are in. I'm your host Susie Q, and this is our guest co-host.
This is your co-host, Michael
Whatever.
Vegas.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
He's
promoted
auditioning.
myself. I was going to be a guest.
Interim.
I
He's
just
an interim
didn't
co-host.
want to assume anything. You asked if I wanted to do a podcast with you, and so when I go on podcasts, it's always been as a guest and not as a co-host.
Right.
But I think I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah,
You have a guitar.
I've been practicing guitar, so
Yes,
there can
you're
be
very good at
musical
that.
interludes anytime we need.
That's really huge. That's a huge element to bring. I of course bring years of experience.
Yeah.
I started podcasting in 2012, and people were like, "What are these?" And yeah, I had a podcast called The Forecast. It was great. It was a good time. People loved it. I got burnt out on it and started doing politics in 2016. And then I started working at the ACLU and other, got really involved with policy making and podcasting while you're doing policy stuff and dealing with like confidential, and I don't want to say classified. It's not like I had any kind of clearance or anything like that. But in the social justice world, I feel like I had some kind of clearance. Like, I'm not here to be hanging out with the government. But yeah, I got really burnt out on that. Also, it turns out from 2016 until now, which is 2020, I was really entrenched in politics, and now we are in the midst of the COVID-19 lockdown crisis, global pandemic, and we are back to basics. Which is hanging out at home, making content, both safe for work. What is safe for work now, though? Because we all work from home. Offices are
safe
over.
for work. So there's like 3 different standards of safe for work for me. There's YouTube safe for work.
Right.
There's Facebook safe for work, and there is Instagram safe for work.
Those are different, you feel like?
So Instagram and Facebook, it's like how quickly are you going to get reported or kicked off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're more likely to lose your account on Instagram than you are on Facebook. Right?
Yes.
They'll suspend you over and over and over on Facebook, but they're not actually trying to get rid of you.
Even though they are owned by the same entity.
Right. They're always trying to make you
Ultimately.
connect. I think Instagram, you can post. I don't know. It used to be more different.
Yeah.
More different.
It used to be more different, but it's all going the way of only a few corporations being in charge of a lot of different platforms, which is why it's so amazing that we have so many platforms that are owned by adult industry folks, like the Ho app, like Model Centro, OnlyFans, these larger platforms for influencers, because a lot of people, I'm working with a lawyer right now who wants to take his business online, and everyone, now that everyone's stuck at home because of social distancing, everyone has to figure out how to weigh. It's very good. Everybody has to figure out a way to make money with their brand and what they have to offer in the world, especially when it comes to like making online content. And those of us who are in the adult film industry, especially who have been producing our own clips or doing like, XXX social sites, we we know about that. Honestly, I am so grateful that I actually pivoted back to adult film and making my own content sort of just in the nick of time, right before everything really got shut down. How long has it been? How long have we been in here? In this one bedroom apartment?
22 days?
22 days, really?
I think so. Honestly, I'm just keeping track with Magnus Hastings' post in his white box. He's been doing like a tally mark, and he keeps taking a photo.
Oh, that's cool.
Every day,
that's
and
cool.
it's really great and entertaining. So if you don't follow him, go check that out.
Yeah.
But I think
It's
we're
just
on
Magnus Hastings on.
Yeah, I think we're on day 22.
Wow. It's wild. It's really wild. This is a global pause. It's a global pause.
Yeah.
But I'm very optimistic about a lot of ramifications of this.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to see that the pollution around cities is dying down. Hopefully, this will give our planet a bit of a fighting chance and
Right.
a moment to just catch its breath, literally.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's going to be interesting to, it changes everything. It's forcing companies to learn how to survive with people at home, working from home.
How are their planes still going right now? Because we live kind of close to Burbank Airport, which I'm so grateful for because LAX is a terrible place. But regardless, I feel like planes shouldn't, unless you are emergency flying somebody to a hospital. Commercial flights are still happening, and I just think that's wild during it. I mean, I was on a commercial flight at the beginning of last month, and knowing that now is absurd. Our country has not taken this seriously in the way that other countries have, and I hope that I'm confident that we're going to be able to get out of it and get on the other side of it, because other countries are starting to, but
it has been an unfortunate response. It is rumored, as of the news today, that this administration did not order masks and ventilators until mid-March.
Whoa.
Right?
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
You have the intel. We have people here telling you this is going on. You have other countries telling you it's coming. And in order to what can only seem to be a move to try to, quote unquote, keep the numbers down and make the optics of the situation seem better, they just didn't make a move that took things seriously. And now there are so many people without the proper supplies, so many medical professionals without the right supplies.
Yeah. Anyone who is in the medical field right now, or in the food service field, honestly, grocery store workers, that is who is saving the world right now, 100%. You're in your debt, and the way this country specifically has not prioritized your health and safety is wrong. And
Girl.
yeah, I'm completely overwhelmed by the reality that we're living in right now, which is why we are focusing on the basics, like eating healthy food, keeping enough vegetables in the house, reducing our plastic use, trying to reduce our interactions with people as much as possible, covering up when we go out, social distancing as much as we can, which is a lot, because we're very fortunate that our job is to make content at home. So, but
Let's start this camera over.
did it go off?
This one did.
Okay,
I'm
happens.
going to change this angle.
Happens dance. Opa.
Bless you, Josh.
Oh, gosh, this kitty though. Oh, her tongue inside. it. She's a snake. She's actually also a lizard, it turns out.
Nay.
Mm.
That records. That records.
Stilton.
Anthony.
That. Here.
Hello, friends. Thanks for joining us live. Patreon buddies, thank you for your support. All of this. Glad to have you here. First look, HoMade Media Podcasts. Cha-cha.
All I can do, not to bring the cat over here, but after watching Tiger King, I feel very strongly about not dragging as much as I am an Elmira. It's like I feel like I can Elmira all I want as long as it's behind closed doors. Is that wrong? Harass your kitties all you want, just don't problem. That's a good line to draw. Snooper, my dog.
Daddy's checking all the cameras. This is his job. He's very good at it.
I want to see if the Snooper Murdoch TikTok went viral yet. I'm sure it did not, but
Go have a sit.
she sits.
Be prepared to get rid of your phone because we're about to do this shortly.
We'll have to wait.
You just set it off the set there.
How are you doing it?
Be record.
Okay, so how have we been coping? Let's look at this camera. How have we been coping? COVID coping. We've been getting excited about content. We've been releasing a lot of content while I have been doing the politics thing. I have been trying to document it as much as possible, even though I really haven't had capacity to release it, and also felt odd about releasing some of the content while I was employed at these big nonprofits. They were deeply concerned about like Rolling Stone articles I would write. So like, I felt worried about. I made this YouTube vlog while I was at ACLU, and I was very worried about it. Please go watch it. I'm very proud of it. It was vlogging. It was essentially a commercial for them. I don't know why I was worried. My friend Lydia was like, "You made a commercial for them. You're fine." But it just goes to show sort of how um, how much an organization does have to really protect its brand and image and all of that, and how stressful that can be. When you are an employee, it's like I'm also a brand that this brand is going to be interacting with, and like, that's just hard to manage. It's hard to manage, but that's all behind us now, and we're all locked in our houses. So we're doing a lot of yoga. We are baking. I've been baking edibles, homemade edibles. Recently, you asked for brownies, so I made some.
Yes, they are spectacular. They're so fudge-like. You've got to go check out her recipes on her homemade cooking show. It is just, so delicious.
I love how impressed you are by what I make. I was, yeah, there's two specific edible recipes that I do want to share with you. And of course, you don't have to put cannabis in them. You can just make them as cookies, and they'll be probably even better because they won't taste like cannabis. But yeah, they are. There's the brownie recipe that I'll put in there, and the, what do we call them? Peanut butter pea balls or something?
Peanut butter pea balls.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are, or disco balls is what we also end up calling them. And they have protein in them, so they are great to start the day with. They have peanut butter and bee pollen and like superfoods and stuff like that. So
Outstanding recipe.
yeah, go to homemade.media and put in your email address. I will send you those recipes along with updates about all of the exciting media that we are releasing and churning out, across all of our platforms, safe for work as well as some not safe for work for folks who are over 18. So yeah, homemade.media is where you can find all of that information and follow us on social. What are some exciting things that you are excited about, the media or content that you are either releasing or making? I mean, we're about to make some right now, aside from what we're making right now.
Well, it's been a strange shift because there is a limit on what sort of production we can do now.
Totally.
I was gearing up to direct a movie, feature movie, but that got put on hold.
No,
So
that's
now,
happened at the end of last
now
year.
we're moving back into what can be done at home, and I'm excited to be doing this podcast. I'm excited to be doing more content creation now. Just
Yeah.
tooling around, figuring out what we can do that way, how we can keep them entertained.
This is what a set in America or anywhere in the world looks like now. We are all directors and producers and stars, showbiz kids. So we are going to get to that and make some 18 and over content. But please follow our escapades, subscribe, and click the bell so you see when we do an update. And thank you for listening, watching, and subscribing to the HoMade podcast. We will see you next time. And until then, this guy is Michael Vegas.
This gal's Siouxsie Q.
That's true. And this is HoMade Media. We hope you're staying safe and healthy. And mwah! See you next time. Wait. Get your guitar. You have to play the outro.
Oh, play the outro.
It can be totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm so jealous of your glasses. put stuff in your butt.
Oh yeah. What's the put stuff in my butt song? Come on.
Thanks for watching. Love you.